Smurfy greetings, YouTubers. It is I3 Hellgear. Welcome back to Smurfs Epic Run. Glad you could be here, coming out for the episodes always. And if you are enjoying yourselves, show your love by hitting that like button, and of course subscribe to the channel and even follow me on Twitter. It's all greatly appreciated, and it helps me entertain you guys a lot better than I do now. Did you see the Smurfs Epic Run survey that I took? If you didn't, that's okay. I will post a link to it in the description below. That being said, I have the new update, as you can see on the screen, and one of the things that's going to happen in this video is I want to try out the new Smurf machine. So if this isn't something that's to your liking, give this video a like anyway and jump ahead to the next episode in the playlist. If the next episode is not currently available, please, and I do mean this, please check out some of the other videos that are up on the channel. Thank you. Again, with the new update to Smurfs Epic Run, the Smurf machine works like so. As you can see, it's a slot machine, but I figured I'd bust out with, the whole instruction deal, pay tables and whatnot. So, apparently, depending on how many lines you play, because it's like a real slot machine, the symbols pay out. When you first get this, your initial spin is free. Lines. These are how the lines work. A line is a continuous path going from left to right across the reels. If the symbols make up a winning combination on an active line, you win the associated payouts for that symbol, as indicated by the pay table, which was on the previous stage, multiplied by your bet. In the Smurf machine, you can play up to 5 lines simultaneously. The Smurf machine has a ranking system. Apparently there's a Pussy Willow Pixie involved in this, and Joker Smurf is also unlocked. So just to give you guys a little gist, you could try to unlock it when you reach rank 30 on the slot machine, or you can spend 1,500 gems. So you can see permanent double coins and permanent magnet ability with a big glide. But anyway, let's get back into the Smurf machine action. Alright, so let's do the okay. Can I play this some more? Alright. Rank 2. You've earned 1 chest, which has 2 energy and 2,500 gold. Okay, alright, well, that's great. I'd like to get more than 1 line though. Five free spins. Okay, cool. Alright. And of course, in all of the free spins, nothing is won. Except 10 more free spins? Really? See, this is what I don't understand. Why can I not add extra lines? How do I add extra lines to this? I want to be able to bet with this sort of thing. I don't want to play just 1 line. This will take forever. Alright, fine. Maybe I have to rank up to gain access to other lines. I'm not really sure. But either way, figured I'd take this time simply to talk, try this out. I want to be able to add more lines though. Why can't I add more lines? This must be like a level up system. So let's just play for it a little bit and see what happens. Earn max bet plus 40. Okay. Alright, well, that's interesting. Bet 10. Well, let's bet 40. I've got like 92,000 bucks. So, let's see how that works. Apparently, as you level up, ooh, big win. Alright, so as you level up, you get to do more things with it, which means you got to play with it. And the more you play with it, the more your ranking bar goes up. It's kind of like the VIP club for your purchases. You got to mess with it some more. So let's see how much I can win. Alright, got some of that. I want to be able to play some more lines. Wow, wow. Not bad. Alright. We're going to let that auto spin. So, there we go. Oh, see, now I can put up extra lines. Good. Okay. 2 lines at 40 per line. That's great. That's fine. So, again, when I guess I'll talk about what's happening with the group, or with 3 free spins. Okay. Alright, you know what, I'm just gonna let this spin. Stupid phone in the background. Alright, let me take care of that, folks. Okay, they don't care. Good. So, here's the thing. When I did the Smurfs Epic Run survey, there were some really cool questions about the gameplay in general, if I played other Smurfs games, and my overall thinking of the game, which is pretty cool, because, you know, I'm enjoying this game. It's one of the main reasons why okay, 60 per blind. Let's go back down to 40 per... Now it's letting me do 30. Okay. No. I'm going to go back to 40 per line. So, again, this is, you know, this is the Smurf machine. I figure I'd play with it. And, you know, you have to play with it so you can get more lines. Alright. But in any case, it's really interesting how this, okay, 3 free spins. It's really interesting to see how this mechanic works because of 3 more free spins. You wouldn't expect this sort of game to give you like a slot machine to work with. But as you can see, the slot machine has experience, and as I've just noticed, slot machine experience doesn't go up. Thank you. When you get the free spins. I guess it's based on how much money you play. Which is pretty cool. Alright. See how it's going up when I'm doing my spins now? But when you do the free spins, it doesn't go, the the ranking doesn't go up. It's only when you do your spins, which is good that I'm showcasing this. Not bad. It's good that I'm showcasing this so you guys have a general idea on how it works. 400, that's a really big win. Now, this is probably a really good idea to stack your money. You know, I farm and go through the break the bank deals, but you know what? This might be a thing where I just hit the slots, burn some of that long stack chips, and bam. You know, if you guys think I should do like some episodes where I just test my luck as a gambler, let me know in the comment section below. Alright, let's get back to the spinning deal. 3 free spins, okay. See how when you get the free spins, the rank doesn't go up? Oh, come on, that was 4 off the bat. Boo. Alright. At least I'm figuring out how the slots, the winning value on the slot machine works. So when you guys try this out on your... Wow, that was actually a really big win. When you finally try this out yourselves, you know, you'll know exactly how this is going to work, what it's going to do. You know, in addition to this, the stadium was updated as well, and it's 500 more stages. So there are a total of 1,000 trials. And you know, when I got this tablet, one of the things that I had in mind was doing extra things for my channel. But playing this game is also one of the main reasons why I have a tablet. The sad thing is, I kind of had to get rid of a lot of space and apps that are like non-tertiary just to play this and get the update. So come next update, I probably don't have enough space on this particular Android tablet to keep on going. So if you guys at the Smurfs Epic Run team want to hook me up with a sweeter tablet, you know, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter and whatnot. Alright, so 6 ranks in, 3 lines. I want to be able to get all 5 lines going, so I'm going to keep playing this for a while. I guess it's the 3 in a row starting from the first line. Because, you know, when I look at the second line, I see those 4 going across, but the first one is like a miss, and I'm like, oh, I didn't win that? Boo. I'm betting 60 per line? Let me go back down to 40 per line. You know, don't get me wrong, folks. Things are still going to continue as far as doing stages. I just wanted to showcase this little feature here. You know, maybe I might do this as a part of Breaking the Bank episodes. I don't know yet, but if anything, I want to try to get as close to the 5 slot plays as possible. Or maybe like at the end of a run, I'll just play the slots a little bit, kind of like how you would do the daily spins, or how I would do the daily spins. And that should have been some free spins right there, like that one is. That's a win. Damn, 2,000 on the first spin? You can clearly see how much you can rack up if you keep playing with this, especially if you get the multiple lines. Of course, you'll want to be able to get all 5 lines and then really start killing it on the slot machine. Now, of course, in my adult life, I actually am of legal age to gamble, but usually when I go gambling, you know, when I go to like Silver Legacy and Circus, which are kind of next to each other, I do like the $10 get back that they give you when you go for the trip. I do that. And then I'll go burn some time in the arcade, because the arcade has like the Dance Dance Revolution machine, and that's one of the ways I work out, playing DDR. But yeah, that's actually a really good win. Not like that 2000 I had that one time, but still a good win. I want to be able to rank this up a bit more. Not bad, not bad. That's a decent win. So yeah, this is pretty, it's kind of exciting, and it's more of a time killing thing. And you know, I guess the developers on the team want to be able to let you do more than just do runs. Very nice. Huh, it gave me 500 coins just for playing it to level 7? Okay, sure. I'm back at the... Okay. Let's go back down to 40. I like the betting of the 40 per line. That's pretty good. You know, if you want to bet 60 per line, you're more than welcome to, but I think I'm going to... Ooh, that was a good one. I think I'm going to stick to just doing the 40 per line. But yeah, this is a really interesting feature. Hopefully this doesn't promote underage gambling, which it shouldn't, because, you know, like the slot machine apps that you can find, you don't get actual money from these, so I guess it's okay. And besides, I think one of the reasons why they have this is there are lots of other Smurfs Epic Run players who have, 3 free spins. Not necessarily 3 free spins, but they have a lot of money. And, okay, that ain't bad. And they have a lot of money to burn. So, they figured, you know what? Let's get them to burn a lot of money in the slot machine, but give them prizes for doing it as well. Let the slot machine level up as also. And you know, I think that's a really interesting feature. Having the slot machine have a level up feature, just like the VIPs rankings have a level up feature. Nice, a win and 3 free spins. Alright. Yeah. That ain't bad, actually. Okay. I think I'm going to go to this next rank and then I'll call it an episode. At least this gives me time to chat with all of you, and of course, ooh, that actually was a decent win. You know what? I'm going to go for 60 for the rest of this rank. Like I said, I got like 90 racks, so I got the coins to burn. And of course, the more coins you put into it in your bet, the quicker your rank is going to go. Which is fine. Now, I want to let everyone know, even though this episode goes up, this is not going to be all the Smurfs Epic Run for today. I'm still going to do a run a little later on. Which, you know, it'll probably be up, when I say later on, by the time you finish watching this. You know, it all depends on... Aw, I didn't get a times 2. That was an interesting little slowdown. Interesting, the maximum jackpot leveled up. Alright, now that is unique. Huh. Well, still gotta wait another 5 hours for the daily spins. So I'm going to take this time simply to set everybody on this wonderful thing. How do I want to do this? I guess I'll roll energy then. But in any case, let me know in the comment section below what you think of the Smurf machine when it comes to what it can do, the payout system, you know, that sort of thing. You know, I'd be interested to see if this is a mechanic that you'd be willing to play with for a little bit. If not for a lot of bit. In any case, raise your thumbs if you enjoyed this one. Now let me take my goose from the oven because I'm done. See you later today.